Hey guys, it's CJ,
And John?
and this is blog entry number 7. Now, for this week's entry, there'll be a little bit of hypnosis fun with it. We've gotten an overwhelming amount of questions, so we're doing a Q&A explanation blog this time. So,
Alright, our first question is, what does it feel like when you get hypnotized?
well, for me, it's in a lighter trance. Feels that half asleep, I don't care feeling. If you've ever been that tired and you lay down and you don't care what's going on, it feels kind of like that with a lot more relaxation behind it. In deeper trances, I'd love to tell you, but more, I guess. More like a dream. What about for you?
The very few times that she's been able to hypnotize me, and she's the only one that's ever tried, I feel like it's a deep state of relaxation. I don't care what's going on. I feel like I can resist. I remember her talking to me and telling me what she is. I remember her suggestions, but I just feel like following them.
Leads to our next set of questions, which you kind of already jumped into. What you remember?
Normally I remember absolutely everything that happens. She's asked me to forget a name once, and I could think of the name, I just couldn't speak it. But I remember everything that's going on. Sometimes my senses are more dull to background noise, but for the most part, I remember everything.
For me, in lighter trances, I'll remember everything. It'll be pretty much the same thing. If asked to forget something, I will forget it, but if I'm not told to forget, I won't. In deeper trances, this is why it's so difficult for me to explain what it feels like. I don't usually remember. I have to be told to remember, or I've got nothing. Which you're asked to do a demo of exactly what you can remember and what you can't, and it's reversed back and forth. In a deeper trance, if told to remember, I'll remember it. In a light trance, if I'm told to forget, I'll forget it. So, would you like to show off your skills?
Yeah, put her in a light trance with a nice, simple, quick induction. Sleep. And are you in a light trance? Alright, very good. I'm going to tell you two colors, red and blue. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. What two colors did I tell you?
Red and blue.
Alright, sleep. Are you in a light trance?
Yes.
Alright, very good, light trance. I do not want you to remember this. I'm going to tell you two other colors, silver and gold. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. You remember what colors I told you?
No.
Yeah, it's very simple. I know it's kind of hard to believe, but all I have to do is, you will not remember this, and she does not remember it. It's actually rather remarkable.
It's the best way I can describe that forgetting feeling, especially in the lighter trances, is if someone's talking too quiet, you register that they're speaking. You know they're talking. You can't hear what they're saying. I know he said two colors, but I don't remember what they were. Alright, so our next most common question is, why hypnosis? Why we started looking into it, why we started practicing it.
Basically, she came to me saying, hey, I'm having all these problems. I've tried all these other different methods to fix these problems, and I've been hypnotized once in the past. Would you mind trying to hypnotize me? And I kind of thought, well, you're a crazy person. Why would I be able to do that? So I did a lot of research on the internet and found a bunch of great sites with a bunch of great information and put it to good use.
Yeah, I pretty much got sick and tired of not being able to deal with these things, and I'm way too squirrel to do self-hypnosis. I've tried a couple times, and it's safe. I'm standing at the top of the staircase. Oh, what was that? Oh, right, focus. So I talked him into learning it, And it took a while for him to actually, sit down and, okay, we'll try this. There's a lot of, I need more research.
It took about a week of convincing me to actually get me to try, because I was so convinced it wouldn't work. I didn't believe in it. I didn't think I was capable of actually doing it. I didn't know that she was capable of being hypnotized. Just none of it made sense. And the biggest thing I had read is that you have to have confidence when you do it. So I kept pushing it off, thinking that it wasn't going to work. So finally, after a week of her forcing me to do it and hold up my end of the agreement, I tried to hypnotize her. And first time, she was out. I would believe I got her into a medium trance first try.
Yeah, I think my personal favorite part of that story is your thought process the entire time.
Yeah, basically, the whole time I'm hypnotizing her, I did a medium length induction. Talked her down slowly, gave her a couple things to focus on, and the whole time I'm like, this is not going to work. I'm screwing this up. I'm getting distracted. I couldn't remember the flow of the script, and I just started BSing it. And then I did the trigger. I told her to sleep, and she passed out. So it was, this isn't working. I keep screwing up. Oh my god, she passed out. What do I do now?
Yeah, so, if you want, you can do a show of exactly what we did the first time, what we were asked to do, first induction method, and signs that it is working.
Alright, well, for that, I'll have you stay there.
Okay.
So you guys can see some of the signs that she portrays, so I know it's working. I will use the first induction we used to display some of these methods. Alright, so I want you to place your hand on mine. I want you to look deep into my eyes, focus only on my voice, nothing else. I want you to press down on my hand, and the first thing that you noticed is working is she automatically pushes down on my hand, which means she's willing and wanting to be hypnotized. Alright, as you look into my eyes, I want you to think about how tired you are. Like you were up so late last night, watching a movie, staying up way too late, way past your bedtime. You should have gone to sleep hours ago. That deep, deep, tired feeling. Your eyes starting to get tired. Eyelids getting heavier and heavier, dropping farther and farther until they're almost closed. And as you guys can tell, she's starting to lean forward and her eyes are starting to flutter a little bit. That's also a sign that she's accepting your suggestion that her eyes are, in fact, getting heavier. They get heavier and heavier, heavier and heavier until they close and sleep. I want you to sit up. I want you to raise your head like you were sitting, proud of yourself. Very good. Alright. And basically, as the hand dropped, her mind got sidetracked and it allowed me to tell her to sleep. And she listened to that suggestion and fell asleep. What kind of trance are you in? So she's in a medium trance. This is one of those points where I can get her to do suggestions, and it's a 50-50 chance she will actually remember. Now, some of the signs that you can tell it's working is obviously she's sleeping and she's kind of leaning to the side. She doesn't have the greatest balance. You have to tell her to sit up, otherwise she just collapses into the easiest position. Her arms, if you pick them up, I can feel that she's kind of helping me, and that's another key to know that she's in a trance, but it's medium. And that's majority of the reasons I know it's working. The other things I know is I can ask her what state she's in, and she replies. I can ask her various questions. How are you feeling? Alright, I want you to scream the next time you answer. Do you like puppies?
Yes.
I want you to scream louder.
Yes.
There you go. See, I can adjust her volume so I can understand it better, so you guys can hear it better. Obviously, scream did not produce a loud shriek, but it did get the point across that I needed her to get louder. So with that, I'm going to wake her up. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Do you remember any of that?
Bits and pieces.
So as I said, it's a 50-50 chance of what she remembers in medium trance. Alright. Anything else to add?
No. I think the only thing we have left was if you had any advice for people trying to learn.
Yes, advice. I think hypnosis is a great tool. It's fun, it's entertaining, it's a valuable asset in anybody's life. I can help her get rid of pain in her shoulder by using hypnosis. I can get her to recall memories. I can get her to feel amazing. I can give her energy. I can help her sleep. It's a great tool. Just remember that hypnosis is choice. It's not forcing anybody to do something. It's stuff that they want to do. You want to give them things to do. She's very outgoing. She's willing to do a lot of the more fun things that you guys have seen. But it is her choice. She can always say no. You cannot make somebody do something that they don't want to do. Another piece of advice is don't ever break that trust. If you want to hypnotize somebody, they have to trust you. You have to have good rapport. You have to have that high level of trust. Otherwise, they might not think your intentions are pure or innocent, and they're more likely to resist, and you are more likely to fail at hypnotizing them. So just have fun, be nice, and always give them something of value out of it. Have them wake up feeling energized, relaxed, happy, something.
Yeah. Which covers it all. If they're more like him and harder to put down, it's easier if you do more of a talk down, whereas I'm easier to do with rapid inductions. The same inductions on him will not, well, reversed. Same inductions that work on me don't work on him. So just because one method doesn't work, doesn't mean that it won't work completely. You just have to try different methods.
Yep.
Alright, and with that, guys, I hope you enjoy. As always, subscribe. Linked over to the side is John's Facebook and YouTube, along with our blog. Facebook, always drop us a line, give us your thoughts, your comments, your questions, and we'll see what we can do to put it in the next video. Until next time.
See you later.